189.5 pounds, 189.5 pounds for Tyron Woodley.
This is the Schmo with the pro, with the head honcho, the leader of first round management, and the manager of the chosen one. Tyron Woodley just finished up the final weigh-ins. How we doing, Malki?
We're doing great. We're doing great, buddy. Yeah. I mean, you got me a little hyped up right now. I feel like hitting you with like a Ric Flair chest chop, woo, type of great. That's how good this shit is. I mean, I'm talking about like, woo, 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 woo.
Okay, what about this? This dude wipe stuff. We're ready for that.
Okay.
We're ready for
Last time I slapped that on your hand.
So, come on, man. The Schmo loves the antics in this. You got a cool, composed Tyron Woodley handing off these dude wipes to Jake Paul. He's hitting it out of the hand. He tried to take Tyron's hat away. Tyron backed off, man.
You saw Tyron hit him with the, can't catch my hat. Oh, yeah. Listen, I mean, here's the thing. Tyron Woodley has trained his ass off. Tyron Woodley has prayed his ass off. Tyron Woodley has meditated. He's eaten right. He's trained. I mean, I personally, and I've been with him for a very long time, since before he won the UFC belt, I'm seeing a Tyron that I don't even necessarily like if this was the Tyron Woodley today that I like doing what he's doing now, before he even won the belt, he'd still be UFC champion today.
And obviously, we got a whole nother level of motivation involved with this. We saw the chirping with Mama Woodley. We got the Woodley sisters involved with this. Where is the psyche right now of Tyron Woodley? As you know, this is the final evening before it all goes down.
Has Tyron spoken to the Schmo yet?
Well, he did a couple of weeks ago, and we've done here and there, but we haven't been able to do an interview. Okay, so, he's a busy guy.
So all right. So he's told everyone that's asked him that question. And he said, listen, I came into this expecting these antics. I'm so focused that nothing's going to distract me from it. We've been expecting something to happen. Did we expect it to be Mama Woodley out of all people, the saint of MMA? I mean, listen, if there was a person that we could sit down and look at and say, this one person is like, the best person in MMA, that's not a fighter, right? If there was a Hall of Fame section in the Hall of Fame for UFC fighters, personalities, whatever, she's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Lady's one of the best people in the sport. So to find anybody talking back and forth with her, we found it very disrespectful. But it's over, it's done with, we moved on. And the thing is that none of us are stuck on it because Tyron isn't. Because normally, because you think about it, Schmo, someone talked about your mom, the Schmo might become the pro, bang somebody up, right? Okay.
No one gets involved with the Schmama.
With the Schmama.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with the Schmama, excuse my language. Yeah. Can we say that on your?
Yeah, we can say that.
Don't fuck with the fucking Schmama, right? Don't fuck with the Schmama, because I'm going to take that shit personal. So what happened is the whole MMA world and the community stood up and said, hey, don't mess with Mama Woodley, and that's how we feel. Yeah. We would never mess with Mama Paul. You know what I mean? A lot of love and respect for her. And listen, I take my hat off to Jake for the stuff that he's doing in boxing. Yeah. But yeah, the extra motivation I think for Tyron is there, but that's exactly that motivation. It's not a distraction. It's what we expected. And the cool calmness you see about him is a focused Tyron Woodley.
Yeah. But you saw Jake Paul, man. He's calling out another first-round management client, Jorge Masvidal. You thought it was an ally, then he makes it an enemy. The Schmo heard you talking about clout chasing and what that's all about, though. But obviously these UFC guys, they're locked in contracts, and they can't fight unless the boss man Dana White says so, though. So how realistic do you think a bout could actually happen? You think you can finagle the boss man to letting Jorge Masvidal get his hands on him?
Listen, Dana, look, bro, we've had our moments, but I'm coming to Vegas in a couple of weeks with Masvidal, and I'm going to ask politely. I say, Dana, look, you don't like this kid. Woodley just knocked him out. Let's just finish him off with Masvidal. Dana's probably going to tell me, hey, Mal, go fuck yourself. But, you know what I mean? We're going to try. I mean, look, the reality of it is it's not going to probably happen, right? I don't want to get everybody happy out there in the Schmo world, okay? But that's the issue. That's the clout chasing, right? Oh, Masvidal's a hoe. Dana White, if I saw him in a club, I'm going to fucking knock his ass out. Like, come on, bro. What are we really talking about? You know what I mean? Like, this is not going to happen. None of it's going to. I'll fight Usman right now. Man, Khabib's this and that. No, bro, stop. I'm not saying that these guys would beat him or wouldn't beat him, but you're calling people out that can't fight. You know what I mean? Call the people out that that are not in contract that you can actually go make a deal with. If that's Vitor Belfort, go do that. If it's Anderson Silva, do that. You know what I mean? Stop doing I'm going to fight. Because at the end of the day, it's not happening. And that's what's clout chasing. You're using Masvidal's name because if Masvidal hits the retweet button and says, you're a punk, then people start to build that up. And that's what he wants. And he's smart. I think he's very smart for it. I think he's super smart for doing that.
So we'll get you out of here on this. What's your final prediction for how this whole boxing world ends for Jake Paul?
It ends tomorrow night in 3 rounds. He's going to get knocked out by Tyron Woodley. Because here's what's going to happen. When that first round goes on, and Tyron Woodley's hit him a couple times, and he's like, oh, shit. And when that second round comes, if Tyron hasn't finished him by the second round, and he's in there, and he's trying his hardest, because, now he's, and then, the craziness comes, and Tyron's sitting there, cool, smooth, couldn't catch my hat, bang, and hits him, right? And he's like, oh, shit. When his will's broken, which I think will happen in the first 2 rounds, if we have a third round, Tyron's knocking him out, bro, and it's going to be ugly, and it might be really bad. It might be really bad. So that's my prediction to everybody out there. For all of you guys that see the underdog in this, it's Tyron Woodley, the multiple-time UFC champion, one of the greatest fighters in UFC history. I understand a lot of you guys, he's an All-American in wrestling. Tell me where in all his fights did wrestling really win him fights. He stood up with everybody, and he banged in his last fight. The fight before that, this is what he does. So I really believe that he's been boxing for 20 years, okay, since his beginning of his MMA career. He has just as much experience as Jake as far as, boxing is concerned. Jake's done it in the ring 3 times already. Cool. Hats off to him. I think the kid needs his respect. He's a fighter. Got to respect him. Tyron Woodley's knocking his ass out.
He's Malki Kawa, the pro. I'm the Schmo. Cleveland, Ohio. We're out.
Go Browns.